So I've been in the insurance business since 2011, and one of the very first things, maybe you have come across this uh, if you're experienced for sure, and probably if you're close to being new, is the never-ending debate about what type of insurance you should sell an individual. More specifically, if you listen to Dave Ramsey, Susie Orman, or any other of these financial guru types, there's a big debate and very heated one about why someone should buy term insurance versus whole life or even vice versa. If you spend any time on the internet, if you peruse Reddit or even YouTube videos, you'll see 100 plus, multi-hundred plus comments about insurance agents debating each other, consumers debating each other, why X life insurance is better than Y life insurance. And the reason I'm doing this video today, because I think it's important to step back and look at this from a more holistic view, as well as giving you the background and where all of this started, because I think you need to understand the perspective about the never ending and never will end debate between what is better, term insurance or whole life insurance. And I hope to leave you in this short video with some better perspective on how you should view the quote unquote debate, and either way, how you can profit and ultimately help your clients out to the most maximal extent. My name is David Duford. I operate this YouTube channel and help insurance agents across the country become better at helping more people sell whatever kind of insurance that they do. I'm the author of several books, including this most recently released one called Interviews with Top Insurance Agents. You are welcome to purchase it over at Amazon. It's a compilation of 13 different insurance agents, 6- and 7-figure insurance agents, in fact, that detail their process of success from start to where they are today. So you get a nice inside view of what it's like to sell insurance and get a lot of perspective. So if you're new or experienced or struggling even, this is a great book to help you find clues as to what you can do to maximize your opportunity in the insurance business. So today's topic is what insurance agents should do when they're presented with this argument of term versus whole life insurance. So I think it's important to start by having you understand where all of this really started with, or really, I would say, was pushed to its heaviest. So I'm looking over here in my old book of insurance agents or insurance-related sales books, and I'm pulling out, many of you old-timers will know, Mr. Coach, the A.L. Williams Way. So A.L. Williams, it's a great story, regardless of where you stand on the insurance debate. You should read his story. This is his autobiography. It's an excellent read. Reads very fast. Lots of perspective on where he was first as a coach at a small high school in South Georgia to really running the largest insurance company at its time in the late 80s to its fall. So here's the story behind A.L. Williams. He had lost, I believe, his father and only had a whole life insurance plan for like $15,000, which didn't last very long. Lo and behold, he discovered that for all these insurance companies offered what was called term life insurance, which would have given him 6 figures plus for the same price. And so A.L. Williams, Art, developed his story, developed his crusade, as he called it, educating the masses on what he would deem as trash value life insurance and why there are better alternatives pairing a term life insurance plan with some sort of mutual fund-driven investment strategy so as to use life insurance in a term insurance fashion to cover for the replacement of income if one didn't get to retirement with sufficient funds. And really, truth be told, Art took the world of insurance by storm, grew an incredibly large company, employed hundreds of thousands of agents, using really just working a referral-based system on a multi-call basis. He didn't even advocate one call closes, which is strange in a type of insurance environment like that. And he recruited people who bought from him and created organizations and networks around that. It was pretty incredible at that time. And again, a lot of his work was built around basically making the point in his mind why term insurance was superior to whole life insurance. And he made enemies out of the big mutuals that sold primarily and pushed whole life insurance instead of term life insurance. And really since then, the mantra has stuck. You know, we see, I believe Dave Ramsey used to be an old Primerica agent. If not, Primerica bought A.L. Williams' company. or he may have worked for Art at one point in the past as well. But the point is that a lot of the gurus we see today and a lot of the push today from this period of time in the 70s to the 80s is started by A.L. Williams. And now you see, even in just the total production of life insurance purchase, the term insurance is purchased approximately 80% of the time. Fast forward to the 60s, it was whole life insurance that was purchased 80% of the time. So it's an incredible transformation. And since then, there's always been heated arguments about what an insurance should do ethically when it comes to selling insurance. Should they sell whole life insurance, term insurance? And nobody's ever going, and this is where I'm driving at, is that this argument, while it made Art Williams a fortune and does have some merit to some extent, is never going to be something that's answerable. The guys that take an almost zealous stance on what type of product to sell and what's better than in others, I think misses the point. And this is what I hope you can take from this as a lesson. Our job is not to push product, okay? Our job is to sell something. We're salespeople first. Don't ever take that for granted. Our job is to make an income. But on the same breath, we're advisors, we're representatives, we represent the client, especially as brokers. And our job should be to help our clients satisfy whatever their insurance goals are. Now, they may not recognize what those goals are. Our job is to fact find, to figure out what it is they're looking to accomplish, and then recommend a product that best aligns what they're trying to accomplish with the product that fits that particular need. And so what you should take from this is, and this is something very, very important to understand, if you really believe in permanent coverage, you believe in the benefits that a whole life insurance or universal life insurance plan provides, but you're faced with people who don't want to necessarily spend the money, or you're faced with the advent of like talking about term insurance, I would not avoid discussing term insurance. You need to take the perspective of what's most important is to match what our clients' goals are, as well as get them insured with something, okay? The smart agent who looks at this business as a career, not as a short-term rendezvous before they go back into the corporate world, should look at the insurance business as every time you sit down with a prospect, you're potentially building a multi-year, multi-generational relationship. Your goal is to make them a customer, okay? And what I mean by that is your goal is to sell them something. Sell them something that they want. It may not be what you think they need, okay? But by selling them something that they want, at least I would hope you would agree, is something better than nothing. And what you have to have trust in this process is that you will use the remainder of this long-term multi-generation relationship to begin to build a higher level of trust, to begin to build a bigger and more significant relationship, to gain the trust and friendship, really, from your clients, to then show them what it is that maybe you think excites you more than just a plain term insurance, perhaps some sort of index universal life plan or dividend earning whole life insurance plan and the advantages of having that versus term insurance. But that's something in many cases that isn't necessarily generated on the front end. It can be in certain circumstances, but I think where a lot of agents lose sight of is they come in with pushing their expectations and their opinions on somebody else, whereas somebody wants something else. And if you don't sell them something because you're so stuck up about a particular product, you're not doing them a benefit because you could have insured them with something else, and you're not either because an otherwise good agent may exit the business because they're not making sales they otherwise would. So I would not, to conclude in this video, look at the opportunity to sell insurance as an opportunity, dependent upon what you can do to satisfy the basic needs of the client. This is not an opportunity to be religious, okay, about a particular product. You may be religious in a sense. I really am excited about this product, but I wanted to show you the alternatives too, because we don't want to push past the opportunity to make somebody a client. There's another book over here. It's Man on a Mission. I'll show you this one too. This is by Ben Feldman's son. His name is Marvin Feldman, okay? Good book. His stuff is good. He writes articles. He's good at the business. He talks about in some of his seminars how he sells term insurance. He's quite okay with that. And he works, I believe, I know his dad did, for New York Life. They don't want to sell term. They want to sell whole life insurance products, okay? That's what their business is built on. But Marvin is not so dull to realize that getting to that large product is something that may not happen on the first sale. It may take successive sales and a deepening of a relationship and life events that occur along the way that open the mindset of people to a product opportunity that otherwise was shut down. And again, who's got the first swing at the bat? Well, he does, because he's already got him as a client. So he's already positioned himself. And that's how you have to look at this. This is a long-term business. This is a career. This isn't a job, okay? To build clientele, build relationships, and go back to these people, because their needs will expand and change. And they may need something that maybe necessarily you thought they needed in the beginning, but now time has passed and they're more open-minded to seeing what you have to help them with. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this helps clarify the never-ending debate. Don't involve yourself in the debate. Just make people clients and help them out. And you can learn more about what top people do. Oh, here it is. Interviews with top producing insurance agents, my new book. You can find it on Amazon, or you can go to my website at feagentmentor.com, click the interview book link, and you can buy an ebook version if that's what you prefer. Thank you so much for joining me. Like this video if you haven't already, and make sure you subscribe. We'll see you next time. Take care.